The Paralympics, of course, concluded with India winning a historic 7 gold medals. The achievement, though, came with its own share of drama and controversy. Navdeep Singh was given gold in the men's javelin throw F41 category, despite finishing second after the final scores were announced. So what really happened? Let me break it down for you. Navdeep finished in second place with a throw of 47.32 meters, and it was Iran's Sadegh Beit Sayah who had clinched gold with a Paralympic record throw in that category of 47.64 meters. Everyone was overjoyed, none more than Sadegh. All was well up until Sadegh started celebrating his triumph. So let me explain what happened there. What did he do to celebrate? After Sadegh was adjudged the winner, he immediately did a gesture, like you can see right now, like he was slitting his throat as a way to celebrate his win. Now that resulted in a yellow card. Now what's the yellow card here? Like we witness in football, a yellow card here too is a warning from the officials that if something like this were to be repeated, it would result in a double yellow card, and that would lead to a red card then. Here in Sadegh's case, the contest was already over. He could have walked away with a warning alone. But here's where it got a little out of hand, because the Iranian didn't stop there. Now, the noted way to celebrate any triumph, of course, is by unfurling your national flag. So what did Sadegh do? Instead of taking out his national flag, Sadegh pulled out a black flag with Arabic text written on it, a flag that Sadegh defended later to be a religious one, bearing no political sentiments, however. But according to the rule 1.11 of the Code of Conduct that's prescribed by the International Paralympics Committee, or the IPC, the flag gesture was against the ethics of the Games. So that gesture resulted in another yellow card. That amounted to a red card, which meant disqualification. His gold medal was stripped off and was awarded to second place, India's Navdeep Singh. Now, Iran was furious, of course, and appealed that decision, but it was unsuccessful. The IPC's decision was final, resulting in mixed reactions to this ruling. So here's what I think about the whole situation. I agree Sadegh didn't impose any political statement through that gesture with the flag. After the disqualification, Sadegh was obviously forced to clarify his actions, that it was in fact a religious flag to show respect towards the first Shia Imam, a sect that he belongs to. But IPC's rule clearly states that a platform like the Paralympics cannot be used for any messaging or propaganda other than sports. The IPC was doing their job of adhering to that rule and imposed it on Sadegh. Just recently, we saw Vinesh Fogart being disqualified for being 100 grams overweight at the Olympics. Seems minor, just 100 grams, but rules are rules. They are in place for a reason, no matter how unfair it may seem on the athletes, particularly who have worked so hard to get here. Sadegh too. Hence the disqualification. But from an athlete's perspective, it was the biggest heartbreak. Sadegh had gone through the grind as well. He was the winner. And had he not broken this rule twice, he would have still been holding on to that gold medal, a medal that he converted to gold from the silver that he had won in the previous edition in Tokyo. Now Sadegh goes on to, of course, refute this disqualification vehemently, saying he'd done the same thing in Tokyo and had used the same flag, and he was not penalized back then, so why now? But here's the thing, in Tokyo, Sadegh only had one violation. In Paris, it was double violation, and that's what cost him the gold medal, and of course with it, the record. He got away in Tokyo with a warning, but in Paris, he was a double offender, resulting in a gold medal win turning into nothing in a matter of seconds. That's why Sadegh broke down after the result was announced, and The situation was such that even India's silver medalist Navdeep Singh had to go over and comfort the Iranian.
I was so surprised when the red card was shown to the Iranian javelin thrower. He started crying. He was in tears and weeping. I also became so emotional that I went to him and hugged him. I consoled him. Until then, I did not know what exactly had happened and the reason behind this big decision.
But if anyone could understand the pain Sadegh was experiencing, it had to be Navdeep Singh. The F41 javelin throw category is for athletes with shorter height. And Navdeep was born with a condition that restricted his height to 4 feet 4 inches. That only meant one thing: being mocked for his size in his hometown in Haryana. A traumatic experience it would have been for anyone. The mocking was such that Navdeep used to lock himself up and not go outside for days on end. He just couldn't face the taunts. It hit Navdeep's confidence and hurt him hard, something he slowly started regaining and getting out of only through sports. Although Sadegh's loss was eventually Navdeep's gain, the heartbreak both felt at various times in their careers is one Navdeep can resonate with. Because for Navdeep, he finished 4th at Tokyo, missing the podium by a whisker. So this was redemption and glory, even though it came at the cost of another's disqualification. So it made the victory bittersweet. Despite the controversial call, the two athletes here are united by one thing: the willpower to fight the world, and a world that probably isn't all that fair and just to people who are different. Sadegh's disqualification serves as an example that even the best moments in life can be short-lived, and it's always good to tread with caution. And Navdeep's gold is a reminder that good things may take time, and they will come when you least expect it.